This is the Live Drive Jive Archive with your host, Frank Monday. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. Today is the 3rd of September 2021. It is a Friday. Friggadagen, Day of Freya, Columbia, Goddess of the Stars, the Venusian Mother, the Sphere of Netzach, number 7 on the Tree of Life, 6, 7, 8 is Hod, 9 Yesod. Yes, number 7 on the Tree of Life. The primary color is green with orange flash colors. It is the sphere of the natural realm. Number 3 in the tarot, the Empress. That's one representation, definitely. That's why Paula Smith, was that her name? Let me see. McGregor Mathers, Arthur Edward White, and Pamela Smith. Sorry, Pamela. That's why Mr. White, Master White, Arthur Edward, had Miss Smith to paint the planetary symbol of Venus on the heart-shaped shield of the Empress card. A beautiful pictorial, a beautiful image. One of my favorite days. Obviously, it's the end of the week. You can shift over to doing family-centered and family-oriented activities for the weekend, if you're so inclined, right? All right, we are going through the toll gate. I forgot about this. Got to get your money ready. Let's see what we got here. There's a 5. I've showed you the 5 yesterday. It is all of the money has Chairman Mao on it. I think that's a little bit arrogant. Like, I don't know. I think you should have more artistic expression for your paper currency. Just having one dude for every single bill, like I said, seems a little bit arrogant to me. Like, I guess just because I grew up in the States and like we have someone different on each bill. But here in China, Chairman Mao is on every piece of money. I guess they want you to know who's really in control of that money. One dude. So let's have a look. It's a nice picture and they make high quality paper currency. But we have Chairman Mao on the $1 bill, which is green. It's funny to me that the US is now copying the exact same Chinese color scheme of the money, which China did it first, and the US followed suit with the same color scheme for 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s. It really shows you what's going on and who's in control, huh? So there's the 5. Purple, and I've got a 10 handy. 10s are blue. There we go. They do have a little bit of artistic variation on the back though. Like the 1 has Beihai, the 5 has Guizhou, and then the 10, I forget what the 10 is. 10 may be a province in Guizhou too, or a area in Guizhou. Anyway, I'll get rid of that. Don't need to be playing with the money when you drive. Still need to get my electronic transit card so that I don't have to fiddle with it. But I like to use paper currency. I was watching Dark Journalist a couple of weeks ago, and he's got a gal from Tennessee that comes on there. Her name is Catherine Austin Fitz. And I gotta be honest with everyone, I don't entirely trust her, but She's written a couple of books. She was in Washington as the head of HUD, the Project for the Housing and Urban Development. And she supposedly is a whistleblower exposing that there is $27 trillion at least, if not double that, in missing money from the Fed that dark projects, black ops, have somehow made away with. So she's basically, her scoop is that there's an entire economy the size of the US economy that is actually funneled into dark ops in missing money. That's what they call it, the missing 27 trillion. Anyway, that's not why I don't trust her. It's, I watch her talk and she seems agenda driven, but not what she's talking about necessarily. Like, it has a feel of the old bait and switch, right? I'm presenting you with this information to entice you in, but really I have some ulterior motive and some hidden agenda. So that's my take on it. I trust DJ. DJ seems like an upfront, honest individual. But like Frater Marlowe said, Frater Marlowe mentioned this, one of the brothers here in cyberspace. He mentioned that DJ supports a gal. Well, here, how am I going to word this? There's a gal he mentions a lot on his show named Gigi Young, which you can check her out if you want. She's there on the Prison Planet Mug Book, broadcasting often. But he supports her work a lot. And I've watched her work, and the only thing I can say is, yeah, really? I guess. I don't know, like, I like Paula Asteria. So I guess DJ has his Gigi Young, Frank Monday has his Paula Asteria. I'm trying to direct DJ. I'm trying to guide DJ in the direction of interviewing Paula, because I think she's a dynamite little character and full of genuineness and sincerity. And I think if she's cultivated, her she'll do well. Number one, she's not. I'm not going to get into apples and oranges. They're just different. Ooh, really? Lexus, huh? Good job, Lexus. Whew. Yeah, so Thursdays and Fridays are gonna be the toughest days of the week. Which means for me, I'll break it down for y'all, that because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so far, schedules always change a little bit in the beginning. I've already had a couple of schedule changes at work. But if Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday stay as light as they are, that's good, because I can use those days, pardon me, Frank Monday, manners, biological needs, what was I saying? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, I could take it easy, do some studying, maybe broadcast from the dorm room. That would be nice. And then get everything ready so that Thursdays and Fridays run really smooth and I've got a good game plan going into it. That way I don't have to waste any energy with fiddling or bullshit. I've moved my office desk location in the office because I had an AI sitting next to me, asshat idiot, and that will drain you. If there's a psychic vampire in the environment and his number one This guy just doesn't, this Lexus that just pulled out in front of me, he doesn't know what he's doing. Sadly, he doesn't know the situation here at the light. That's okay, he got it. Good man. Plum Blossom Lane, folks. I went over here the other day. It was a Monday, I think. Monday or Tuesday. One of the days, one of my light days. I took off from the office and I came down here to Plum Blossom Lane, to the trailhead, and did some research. And I was right. I didn't actually know there was a cemetery right here on Plum Blossom Lane, but I could feel it. And I mentioned it in one of my earlier videos. And so I came over here and I did some research, and they've got a nature trail up here, and the whole thing is a cemetery. There are headstones, which is rare because in Beijing, they've pretty much cleaned up all the cemeteries, like covered them up and did away with them. But there's still one out here in this little rural area. They got a trailhead, they've got some nature trails, and they've got an area up along the, there's a canal here, I guess you'd call it, rather than a river, where there's an area where you can pull off into the wilderness, kind of wooded area. And I found that dudes had gotten back in there, and guys get back in there and they go fishing along the banks, and there's some big fish, trout, bass in the river here. And so never fails to amaze me when something spiritual like that, you know, reaches out and touches you, and then you later on you go and confirm it. So I'm glad. I mean, I didn't say that I was just intuiting the fact that Plum Blossom Lane goes right through a cemetery, and I don't know, I didn't get down in there and look at the tombstones to check the dates and so on and so forth. And I told you probably back, I believe I mentioned back on that earlier video that I was going to wait until I was summoned, and if any of the spiritual entities, the horned gods out here, summoned me and said it was okay, then I would do deeper research. But I felt drawn to come out here and confirm my suspicions, and sure enough, I was right. So if I feel drawn once again, like I said, on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday when I've got more free time and all the lesson prep is done and so on and so forth, then I will come out here and research this cemetery. Is that the right word? The tuk-tuks pull out on this road and just go, let's see, what are we doing? 20 kilometers an hour. Cemetery, graveyard, we'll call it a graveyard, and see if there are any interesting anomalies in the graveyard. That'll be fun, so look forward to that in the future. Don't forget to remind me down in the comments section if I've mentioned in the past a potential video idea that I've got and then forgot to follow up on it. Sometimes that happens. You know how things go, man. You get involved with career and family, and there's very little time for the self, which is okay. It's important to be a member, a functioning, productive member of the family and the community. That's what this whole AI lockdown tried to take away, was our connectedness through community. They tried to force it all into the virtual realm, which is just BS. I mean, it's fun and it's a great way to interact and grow and develop, but it's not the core function of our reality. And you know, I love y'all good-looking, sexy motherfuckers out in Happy Land. I will see you in the abodes of the future, as above, so below, ad astra aspera, to the stars, beloveds. Bye for now.